All right, follow-ups. Follow-ups is another thing on the little tracker list and another power pocket if you're working your business in power pockets that you should be doing when you pick up your phone. So when you pick up your phone and the next thing on your list things to do is follow-ups, you can literally get it done in 5 minutes if you want. If you want to spend longer on it, by all means, spend longer on it and your business will build faster. But if even you're doing 5 minutes of each of these tasks every single day, it will build your business if you're staying consistent, not once a week, not a few times a month, not 1 week out of the month. If you do them every single day, even if it's only 5 minutes on each task, your business is slowly going to build. So follow-ups are huge. I know I've said messaging is like the number one thing that has driven my business to where it is right now, the behind the scenes messaging. Follow-ups is a number 2. It's right behind messaging. If I don't follow up with people, I would be nowhere near where I am. I wouldn't have helped as many people as I've helped feel good about themselves and get healthier and more fit. I wouldn't have nearly the team I have right now of coaches if I had not followed up. Very few people, and I'm just being honest, very few people actually purchase a challenge pack or sign up to coach the first time we have a conversation that they're interested. Most often it happens 3 to 6 months after that initial conversation and interest in doing it. So if someone says no, I promise you 80 to 90% of the time it means just not right now. Even if you don't think so, you're like, oh, they said no, they want nothing to do with it. 80 to 90%, these are like my statistics in my head, of the time they end up saying yes 6 months down the road. So follow-ups are huge. But if there is no follow-up, it's probably 100% chance that it's going to stay a no. So follow-ups are huge. You have to remember to follow up. Now, ways to follow up. And I don't just mean follow up. There's different things I mean for follow up. One is just to follow up with conversations. I mean, following up in the beginning as a new coach, you're not going to have talked to a lot of people about a challenge pack or coaching. So what are you going to do during your follow up time? Follow up with previous conversations about anything. So what I'll do is I'll scroll to the bottom of my Facebook Messenger and just start going through till I get back to current time and following up with conversations that I had going. Just so I continually am building those relationships. Nothing to do with Beachbody, nothing to do with challenge packs, whatever. I'm just following up with my conversations. Same with Instagram messages. I'll go to my Instagram messages, scroll to the bottom, and just follow up with people that I've had conversations with, and just keep those conversations going. So that's one way I spend my time following up, is just continuing to build relationships. The second way is to follow up with people that have shown interest in health and fitness, or coaching. So what I'm doing is, and sometimes you'll catch those when you're going through your messages, oh yeah, I talked to her last month about Transform 20 and they never ordered. I'm going to follow up with her and see if she's still interested. But using that method, which is what I used to use to keep track of people that were interested, a lot of times you're going to lose people in the cracks. So one thing I suggest is to make a list. If you use a planner, or you can use something on your phone or whatever works best for you. Everybody's different. So I have a planner I use and that I keep my daily list of things I want to get done. But at the beginning of each month, I write down anybody that month that showed interest in a fitness program, in a nutritional program, whatever, and then I have a list of anybody that showed interest in coaching or anybody I invited that say, sure, give me some more info. Because a lot of times they don't sign up to coach. That first time they say, sure, give me some more info, it's 3 to 6 months down the road. So you have to remember to follow up with these people. So I'll write down their names and put like Transform 20 or To Be Mindset or whatever they were interested in. Maybe a little note if I'm not going to remember it, but that should also be in my messages if I need to go look back through them. Write down anybody I talked to for this month about coaching. And then next month, when I'm getting ready to start a new challenge group, or when a sale's about to end, or we're getting ready to start a group of new coaches, I can go back to my list the month before and be like, all right, now I need to follow up with those people. So all those people, for example, I don't know when you'll be watching this video, but Transform 20 is on sale right now. And so a lot of people had interest and they haven't bought yet. So all their names go down here. When they buy, I can cross them off and put them on my customer list, but their names go down here in my January. So at the end of January, like January 30th, 31st, I'm going to go back to my list of everybody at the beginning of January that showed interest in Transform 20. I'm going to reach out to them and say, hey, I know you weren't ready. I know you were interested in Transform 20 at the beginning of January, but weren't quite ready. But I wanted to reach out to you and see if you were ready to do it with me this month or next month. It is still on sale. You've got 2 more days where you can still get $20 off the challenge pack. And I would love, love, love for you to do it with me in February. I think you're going to love it. What do you think? So I'm just following back up with them and saying, I know you were interested and you weren't ready then. Are you ready to go for it with me now? Eventually, they tend to say yes. Or say someone showed interest in coaching, and then 3 months down the road, I can go back and look at all the people that showed interest in January and February and March and be like, hey, I know you were interested a few months ago, but your finances were tight and you weren't ready to sign up for coaching. I have a good group I'm starting this month, going through the new coach training. I would love for you to be on our team. Do you think you're ready? Or do you have any questions? Or I always end with a question so they answer me back. So simple way to just write everybody down each month so that anytime you're like, shoot, I don't know who to follow up with, you can go back through your planner and look, these are all the people I've talked to this year about fitness or about coaching, and these are all people that I need to follow up with. And you need to follow up consistently. You can still build relationships with them between those follow-ups, so it's not like every message is, are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? So you can go back mid-month and ask them how they're doing. Hey, I know you were working on losing 10 pounds. You weren't quite ready to do Transform 20. How are you doing? Are you able to eat healthier? Are you getting out and walking? Are you going to the gym like you said you were going to do? I still check in with them because if they were interested in a program, I had asked them their goals. So I still check in with them and encourage them with their goals. And then maybe the next month when it's time to start a new group, I'll reach out to them and say, hey, how are those goals coming along? I know you were interested in this before. We're starting a new group. Are you ready to do this with me? And keep going towards that 10-pound loss that you're working on or whatever. So just some quick tips on follow-up. So when you get to that follow-up section on here, or you're picking up that phone for your Power Pocket for follow-ups, you'll know exactly what to do. You'll know to either go through your messages, go through your Instagram messages, or follow up with people that you've written down that you've had conversations with in the past. All right, guys, I hope that helps.